Good afternoon, I'm KPRC2 weather intern Khalil Ray, and right now we're taking a live look at the giraffe camera. You can see them, this one right here seems to be looking for something to eat. Then you also have the other one just kind of staring into space right now. But overall, you have the people outside enjoying themselves. Now, if you were here a few hours earlier, it was storming outside, just a massive downpour, and for that reason, you didn't really see any giraffes. But here's the good news from all that rain. Look at these temperatures, anywhere from the 80s to low 70s. Look at Victoria, 71 degrees on an August day in the afternoon. Amazing right now. And other areas sitting in the 80s, like Houston, sitting at about 81 degrees, 79 at the coast in Galveston. They also just received a couple of showers as well. And again, that's the good news about all this rain. It's really cooled down our air to manageable and if not beautiful and amazing weather. So even looking at the heat index, feels like 73 in Brenham, 66 in Victoria. Y'all, this is not winter, this isn't fall, this isn't spring. This is the middle of summer on a hot day. And also, even the hotter areas, 95 is the hottest, what it feels like in Lufkin, besides San Antonio, which they haven't received any rain. So they're just feeling the brunt of that heat right now. But again, take advantage of these temperatures right now because it's not going to last very long. And again, this is why. This is the remnants of that storm system that we had move through our area earlier this morning, still impacting some areas of I-10 between Columbus and Katy. Now, if you notice, if you hear earlier this morning, this whole area between Katy and Columbus was just under a massive downpour, just uncomfortable and horrible to drive through. As someone who drives from I-10 every week, I would not want to deal with that. Now, also, we have this area of showers and thunderstorms starting to dissipate a little bit, just to the southwest of Port Arthur. We also have this little blip right here starting to pop up, so we may see a couple of other ones pop up like this as well. But other than that, it's looking pretty decent. Taking a look at your future track, again, most of that activity is going to remain to the south, and if not, a lot of it's already finished. Most of us are done seeing the rain for the day. And then going into your rush hour, of course, it's going to be pretty much overcast skies, not really expecting any rainfall, so you don't have to worry about those extra drive times due to the rain, but of course you have to deal with it just because of traffic and it's rush hour. Now also take a look at your next 3 days. Again, today, that 60% chance is going to go right down to about 10-20% chance over the next few hours, because again, most of us are done with the rain. And then going into Tuesday, as we do have that high pressure sitting to the west of us, there's just enough moisture to creep in along the sea breeze during that afternoon, during the heating of the day, which is going to bring us that 30% chance of those showers and thunderstorms over the afternoon tomorrow. And also, Wednesday is when that high pressure stops messing around, really starts to come back into our atmosphere, dominating, drying us out, bringing those temperatures up. 98 degrees in the upper 90s, that's what we're expecting across the area. I wouldn't be surprised if some areas did see 100 degrees pop up on the board. That is not out of the term a possibility. Now, also taking a look at the tropics right now, we have this little spin top right here called Tropical Storm Dexter. That just formed last night. Now, it's expected to make its way to the northeast, continue over the open Atlantic, not expected to be an impact on mainland or nowhere near Houston. You see, it's thousands of miles away from Houston. Look at us all the way here, and this storm is all the way out here. Trust me, it'll be perfectly fine. And again, looking at it currently, 45 miles an hour, that's maximum winds right now. Pressure of about 1,002 millibars. Again, it's moving off to the northeast at about 14 miles an hour. So again, not a threat to the U.S. mainland and definitely not a threat to Houston. And also, there's another area that we're going to be watching. This area off the southeast coast near South Carolina and Georgia has a 30% chance, what the National Hurricane Center has given it, of development. And it's going to make its way into the Gulf of Mexico, a pattern we've seen multiple times. And from there, we're going to continue to track this and see how it develops and where it potentially could go. Now, also, last but not least, the third group, or the third system of the group, not even off the coast of Africa yet. Still sitting over Senegal, south of Dakar, the capital, and it's going to make its way to the west into this area. This is where the National Hurricane Center has dubbed it a 50% chance of development over the next 7 days. I wouldn't be surprised if that number does go up because it has been steadily climbing during every update. Now, this system, again, it hasn't even made its way off the coast of Africa yet. So over the next couple of weeks, it's not a threat to us in the U.S., and again, not to us in Houston as well. Now, take a look at your 10-day forecast. Again, today, we're basically done with the rain chances, about 10-20% over the next few hours. And then Tuesday is when we're going to bring back some more rain chances due to the sea breeze and that daytime heating before that high pressure stops messing around and really starts to dominate our atmosphere Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, where we can see those temperatures in the upper 90s and maybe some areas hitting 100 degrees before Saturday and Sunday and Monday. We bring back those chances of those sea breeze thunderstorms. And then going into Tuesday, back to school, that's when we'll see some of those clear skies. It may be hot, it may be muggy outside, but we're used to that. And I know a lot of kids don't even care about that at this point. They want to go outside and run around on the playground with their friends. Well, they'll be able to do that Tuesday and Wednesday. So, as always, we're going to continue to keep you updated on our weather. You click to Houston.com or our KPRC2 weather app.